Hello everybody, I'm SGM, and as I continue further into the Betweenlands here, we are hopefully going to be getting to some Dawnstone today, so pretty sure we should be able to, but we'll have to see, because I can already see where I may have made mistakes, but we'll figure out along the way together here. So I think last episode, or even in between episodes, yeah, I put my hammer in the chest just to hold all of my ember stuff, and then walked away and lost one. So I had to remake one of those. I dug out a little space over here just to have somewhere to work with for right now, but I'll be resetting all of this up a little bit more permanently better moving forward. I just want to get things figured out before we actually do the real setup, right? So if we read along through all of the quests, I think I've already misunderstanding this activating embers step. So it says here, insert via hopper pipes, etc., the embers into the bottom of the ember activator and attach an ember emitter at the top. So when I set this up, I thought, oh, it needs to go into the bottom of the machine. In items. Well, we'll see if this works. This here is an upper, which is basically just an inverted hopper. Once you've got the Simmerite ones, you can switch between the two just by putting them in your crafting grid, so no big deal there. So then I've got the ember activator here, and then I attached the ember emitter on the top. But I think it could probably go on any one of the sides of this one now that I'm looking at it properly. And I set this up first and then started working with these other things, and that's when I came to the realization that I should be using my Tinker's lens to look at all of these things and maybe have a better idea of what's going on. But oh, hello, Stalker. And he killed me with 2 shots. That's fair. That's fair. I've also made myself the tool belt finally, which gives me an opportunity to keep my sword put away so that I don't have to have it corrode on me all of the time. Come down and play. And he's also extinguishing all of my lights. That's what happened to all of my lights before, I guess. Well, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. So yeah, like I was saying there, I do have the tool belt so that I can access my oh, see, he just broke, or maybe I broke the mushroom, not sure. Let's get another one up over here just because. And then you use X to either pull things in, put things in or out of your tool belt. Now, one of the annoying things about the tool belt, you only get 2 slots with it when you first make it. It takes 2 string, or well, 6, I guess, of the gosh darn it, I really hate being down here. Got to seal this off and make it a little bit more hospitable to actually run a base in. But anyways, the upgrades for the tool belt are these belt pouches, and these take four silk bundles, so that's 12 silky threads that you've got to make for each one of those that you want to upgrade, and then of course all the leather and a little bit of octane. It's a little bit weird in the progression for them. So the first one comes with 2 slots, but with 1 upgrade you go up by 1 to 3 slots. With 2 upgrade you go up by 1 more to 4 slots. But if you put in the 3rd upgrade, you go to 5 slots. So, oh, it is just 1 each time. I thought I was reading as there was 1 extra step with Oh, there is 1. There's another one that goes up by 2. 5 is 7. No, maybe I'm just... With 0 upgrades you get 2, and then with 7 upgrades you get 9. Yeah, that makes sense. Never mind me. Alright, back to embers. So, yes. So I think this... I might have to rejiggy this here, but then I put my octane cell here. This is going to be like a battery system for the embers, so it'll take time, for an ember to go here into the activator and then to get turned into energy, and then you use your ember emitter to send it to some of the machines. But if you activate them here, you can store them in the octane cell, so like a battery of sorts, and then you can always have some active and ready to send out the ember to your machines as you need. So then here we've got the melter, we've got an ember receptor on the bottom, and then if you're ever unsure, and even with reading through the quest there where Sirius has got it pretty well labeled out, but you can also make sure you use your lens so that you can tell. So in the bottom it accepts ember and a machine accessor. So if I wanted to put another one of those guys on for more inputs and outputs, I could. And then in the top it takes in items and then shoots out fluids, and that's in the form of molten metals. So then those will come out, and I've got all the liquid pipes here. And then that'll go into the bottom of the mixer, where it takes in fluids and then spits out the fluids on the top after they mix down in the bottom here. And each of these sides of this guy here is like its own tank, so it can only have 1 kind of metal at a time. So I'm pretty sure to mix 2 metals I need to have 2 different things there, and these pipes can't be attached, but that's why we've got the Tinker's Hammer. You can do that and unattach those pipes so that we're not mixing them up as they go out. So yeah, once we come out of the mixer centrifuge, then we've got to send it to the stamper so that we can make the ingots, and we also need an ingot mold or some kind of stamp mold to put on this guy so that it knows what to make. So the bar stamp, they all have to be cooked in the kiln. So to make the raw one, it takes 4 caminite blend, and just depending on which kind of stamp you want to make depends on the pattern that you put into the grid there. My cat's running around like crazy, so bear with me for a second. All right. And then the other thing I was realizing as I was putting this all together is that every extractor needs a lever. And that gets real expensive real quick with all the caminite that we need. Every emitter needs a lever. The receptors don't, but the emitters do. Same with the extractors, right? So I'm going to need another lever there, although I'm not sure if this one here will activate both of those. I guess we'll find out in due time. I'm not wearing my armor or something here? Like, what is going on? Why am I getting torn apart by all the enemies? Right, after dying again, I'm back. So yeah, I was talking about levers and how we need all those. Now we're gonna start up the system here and see if we can't get it running. I've run through 2 stacks of sulfur so far, and this is what we've gotten. We've gotten 30 grit, 27 of the large ember crystals, and then the shards, which, you know, 6 to 1 to get the big guys. I've gotten 2 stacks and a little bit there, so let's take just a little bit of this stuff and we'll put it in here and see if this actually works going into the bottom of the ember activator here. Yep, looks like it's working. And for it to go anywhere, we have to do that. Oh, and we have to link these, right? There we go, yes. So shift right click on the receptor and then right click without shifting on the emitter to start sending ember. That's all been taken in there. One interesting thing about this is it says in the quest line here that the shards and crystals can be used to power other embers machines, but this grit actually can be used to power the bore itself. I put a piece of grit in there and I ended up getting one of these shards out on the other side. That guy, oh, it just stopped going there, but can we see? No, there's not even any kind of GUI on there to see how much it actually takes, but let's get the rest of these hooked up. So I've got that one there. And then I guess one of the good things about this is you can actually pass... Excuse me, sir. I'm trying to do something for these nice people. Oh, I think that was just my sanity, which seems to be pretty low at the moment. Now let's put the stamp that's on there. That's out of the way. And then we can actually just right-click into the sides of these to get the items in there. So we're going to be making the Dawnstone, which takes octine and russite. And then apparently it takes the same amount of ember to process a nugget as it does a block. So you're better off doing blocks at a time if you can afford it. So let's turn that on. It's not, oh, it is sending. Is any coming here? Ah, maybe we need a separate one for each, which is why I came prepared to make levers. That just looks funny. Maybe I should have those reversed. Let's do that. That looks a little bit better now. No. Oh, that's where my shield went. Well, that's a good thing to find. Might need that at some point. Were you trying to cook down my shield there? Guess we better get some of this started. It'd be nice to see if there is a way to say how much ember is in this, but I guess that isn't a thing. Alright, that seems reasonable. Looks like it's working now. See, and I think I did screw that up because we've got maybe this is all right. Oh, need this one on. We should see it end up over here, right? All right, I'll figure this out and bring you back when I got it done. All right, so I finally have Dawnstone being made because I extended this guy out and around. So I guess blocks like the tanks obviously have a size limit. And when it overflowed going into this one, I broke and replaced this, so I know I lost a block of each of my metals, and that's not such a big deal, because at least we've got something being produced now. And I think we should end up with 2 blocks of Dawnstone from here. Yes, so for each 4 millibuckets you get 8 Dawnstone out the other side, so turn that back on and let it refill, or are we going to get everything? Maybe I've run out of ember. Try putting some more ember in. Don't need the melter on right now. It's not sending to the mixer because that must be full. Why isn't this lever turning this one off? Yes, so I did lose one block of each of my... Oh, this one is activating both of these. So why isn't this activating both of those? I guess because it's kind of off by a little bit. I know I couldn't put another lever here. Anyways, we got a little bit of Dawnstone, so we should be able to proceed now and make this guy. This just takes a plate and an ingot plus some caminite to make the exchange tablet, and hopefully we can get that. Plus the pedestal and asbestos, I guess. And then move forward to making cheaper caminite is what I wanted to get to by the end of the day. I'm glad that we got the Dawnstone at the very least, but maybe we can push this out one little bit further and get some alchemy going. So let me put this on a pause, go make up some of those things, and see if we can't move forward. All right, coming back for this. Hopefully this experiment works. Melting down a piece of Dawnstone there, and then I got the pipe going, straight over to the stamper instead of into there. We needed a raw plate stamp instead of a bar stamp. And then we need an ember shard because we need to make one of these asbestoses. And the one we need is the Dawnstone one. So we put an ember shard in the stamper with a plate stamp and one ingot of Dawnstone. And that should get us the Dawnstone asbestos. Put that there, and then flip this lever here to move the liquid. Liquid's there. And it's a shard, right? Let's just double check that I haven't got that mixed up. It's an ember shard and a plate stamp. That's the bar stamp. Oh, I never cooked the raw, or I cooked it, but it didn't have, there must not have been enough. Okay. Another hiccup, so we'll cook this up and then come back, because cooking this caminite stuff takes freaking forever. We'll come back in an hour when that's done.